All right, next up, we've got, I'm going to say this wrong, but Georges-Alexandre. Totally wrong. I can feel it. It's French. I'm not doing it justice. Oh. Oh. Wow, look at this. Okay, so the big flaws. That's the feedback requested. What are the big flaws? So this stream I will not be accepting any new portfolio reviews, but after the last portfolio, I'll be opening up the reviews. If someone in chat wants to point to where you can fill out for the review. There's going to be some changes coming soon to portfolio reviews, so just a heads up. But you should still be able to sign up after the stream. Okay, so the biggest flaws. So right off the bat, I'm really intrigued. Oh yeah, work at Ubisoft. I'm really intrigued by the fact that you're doing some concept work, and then you've got some mixer going on. You've got some interesting like hard surface craziness happening. Look at this thing. That's terrifying. So okay, so I'll start with this one. So the surfaces are really interesting. The material definition's pretty intriguing. This decal on the top is really cool that it's got like a different roughness value to it, and it's got a little bit of a lift to it, so you know it's like it's on the surface. You're getting it here again as well. Design-wise, the paint lines and the kind of warning strips are pretty good. I could use a few more warning labels and like watch your step, and there's steps here. I need a handle. I need like a door handle. Are these lights? Or is this a light? This must be the front. So there's adding elements that let you know that it's the front of the vehicle is going to be important, right? So like making these look like lights is going to be important. These pieces here, if these are like emissive, just getting a nice glow on it. The attention, so up here, what I'm really happy with up here, besides the material definition, is the ratio of like high detail to smooth surface. So you've got high fidelity, and then you've got, and you guys have heard me say this in streams over and over before, the high frequency detail, and then areas for the eyes to rest. So low frequency detail, high fidelity, low fidelity. So this area is, while it's got detail, it's something that I can look at for my eyes to chill out. And then you've got these like smaller details here for my eyes to go, oh man, what's that? It looks like these bolts just moved away from where they're supposed to be. But besides that, so having these smaller details and then these larger areas for your eyes to chill, it's really nice. Really nice. The ratio, for anyone who's not heard this before, this comes from concept artists originally, but 70-30 is the ratio. Hey, thank you for that follow, and thank you for all the recent follows. You guys are awesome. So the ratio is 70-30. So 70% area of rest, 30% high fidelity, like eye bleeding detail. And you're doing it again here, which is great. Pretty chill area, then high fidelity. This high fidelity could probably be focused more around like where the handle would be, because I'm assuming this is how you get inside, right? There's a lot of detail up front here, which is fine because you've got low detail on the sides. The main reason I wanted to start with this piece, though, is I wanted to focus on the material differences. So all of this kind of looks like metallic metal stone. Does that make sense? It's like I need to feel like I think this is mud that's on here maybe. I need some, I'm guessing that, by the way, but like I need some material separation between the mud and, I'm assuming, painted metal. And then like these edges here are really tight, so this kind of feels like this feels more like geometry and less like actual modeled or like real plated information. And then things like interaction stuff like rust strips and stuff where these bolts are, because this thing looks pretty beat up and kind of rusty and all that jazz. I think some other elements too that would kind of tie everything together is more. So you've got painted metal with chips, you've got raw metal, you've got the mud. Getting some like metal pieces that are clearly metal but are dirtied by like mud or something, versus like, I'm not sure what this area is made out of. Maybe this needs to be more like a glass here. These could be glass. Tej, what's up, man? How you doing? But getting that breakup is going to be really important. And then some type of pattern on the tires. Probably minimal, just so that you're not over busying this shot. But design-wise, looks pretty cool. Oh, I don't think I can. Is this going to work in here? I'm using a Brave, and sometimes it doesn't like the 3D browsers. Yeah, design-wise, it looks cool. Oh, that's funny. You limited the camera tilt and how far I can zoom in. Oh, yeah. Dude, this stuff here. Oh, see, this is cool. The way the wheels are set up. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at Matthew O's stuff, man. That guy, his work's inspiring, man. Anyways, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, you started using Brave? Hopefully it's working out well for you. Let's check out this one. What's going on here? Huh. Had the chance to work on this project for Backlight Studios. It's a VR experience. Takes place in a futuristic factory. That's cool. I guess so I haven't built anything VR, but right off the bat, when I look at this shot, what I'm thinking about is things that you can do to make the environment behind the set that the player is interacting with. Bumby, come on, man. The set in the back, maybe the green is more desaturated, or the scene in the distance is a little darker. But if it's VR, I mean, maybe that doesn't matter because you're really focusing on the stuff in front of you, so that those details just kind of get pushed back anyways. This is super weird that this is backwards. Well, this is forwards. Wait, why is that happening? What? Hang on. I don't understand. Ooh, these are cool. Distracted. Oh man, these are really cool. There's a ton of opportunity for roughness separation here. These being much more reflective. These being metallic. These being more plasticky. Or like a painted metal. Oh man. Yeah, these look like you can grab stuff or press buttons or... Yeah, this is cool. There's an issue where like the ambient occlusion isn't really, like the AO could really help make these elements separate themselves a little bit. Wow. So lots of decal work, lots of floating elements. So there's not really, I don't think there's any baking going on in here. This looks like weighted normals and floating decals. Nice. Man, you can get away with a lot with floating decals. That's good. Let's see here. Oh, yes. I'm sorry I muted your stuff. And I'm fast forwarding through the... Ooh. Ooh. This. Hang on, hang on. Dude, it's... Okay. Yes. So... Yeah, that's cool. It's funny because it's so simple, but the camera's already moving when the shot starts, and the slow doff shift, and then I'm like, what is that? And then I see this. There's a little speck here. I see another one flying up here. I need to... Sorry, I forgot to link you guys this stuff. That initial shot is very, very strong. I got some Jay Cummings feels going on there. This is also very, very strong. Everything is focused on this. This shot with having the plants here, great way to break up that huge frame, to just put some stuff on the side there. Just really, it destroys this like really simple silhouette, which is great. So this one's a bit of a shame. Like this plant here should just be like right here, because it's like right in the way. See, and then you end up getting some weird artifacting that you probably can't avoid. It's a bit of clipping and doff and yeah. Well, those flowers are glowing. Yeah, that's cool. Nice. So your cuts are really strong. Your compositions overall are very strong, minus this one here with the plant in the front. Just got to put it to the side and you're gold. The little subtle particles floating around is a really nice touch. These feel weird to me. I think maybe you're intending for them to be glowing, but they feel like they just feel out of place, I guess, to the rest of the scene. That final shot here. Yeah, that's really strong. Like having this here, and then you've got some information happening here, but it's all kind of blurred out. Really frames this well. I think if I were to change anything about the shot, is to maybe have the camera a little bit further back, just so that the spacing here is wider. It just is just a little too tight. It's a little too close to the edge. Yeah, man, cool. Oh, this looks great too. The foliage feels a little flat over here, so watch out for that. This is really strong. I feel like maybe the sword could be brighter. That makes sense. This dude, these are awesome. These little seeds. Again, another really strong shot. Yeah, this scene's pretty hot. What's up, Smurf? How you doing? Yeah, this plant, dude, that just needs to go here. Like, it's so imperative on this specific shot. I would literally re-render this shot. I would move that over here and redo it. So I take it this is like a breakdown of some of the materials or props. Nice. Nice. Lurking. Smurf's lurking. In the shadows, Smurf resides. Yeah, this looks cool. Very nice. And tweaking those subsurface scattering maps. Oh man, cool. Yeah, I really appreciate the breakdowns. Showing the materials at the end here is really nice. And it's not like overly like, bam, materials. This one looks a little blown out. I might actually check that albedo. That looks a little suspicious. No Discord critiques today. That is tomorrow. That is tomorrow. We've got some format changes coming, I think, depending on how these Wednesday streams go. But yeah, stuff's looking pretty good. I think let me see here. I think this scene is probably the weakest one. Just because it like you can, I was talking earlier about being able to deconstruct a scene, model it in reverse. Dark, dude, I'm sorry, man. I don't think many people know that I'm going through all of the portfolios today. But yeah, I think this scene actually, you could probably remove this one, and the main reason I say that is because the simplicity of the shapes. Got to watch out for those. This one is definitely, this one's better. There's some weird stuff like the height of this curb, and like usually they're gonna paint the edge of this. I think a little bit more research could help, and the way that things are grounded on the surfaces of stuff. This is a little strong. This feels like in this shot it's quite good. These are nice too. These look cool. Quality fuels. Needs dirty gutters. J, yes. Definitely. Whoa, I just heard a weird child giggle laugh thing in the corner of my ear. Yeah, this one has the simplicity material-wise of something like The Sims. If that makes sense. But then you look at this, and these have like all the kind of dirtiness and the griminess that you're expecting to see. This also kind of has that mood. It's when it's fully lit like this, I'm like expecting some Sims characters to pull up in a car. Which is not bad, it's just so you know that that's the direction that it feels like it's going. But looking at where things terminate, like where this meets the road, where the building meets this curb thing, this door is not accessible to people in wheelchairs or the disabled. Thinking about stuff like that, you are thinking about it to some degree. Yeah, and the asphalt is very, very clean. Think about decals that you can, like this looks like this is a decal here. Think about decals of like where oil leaks or where fuel had gotten on the ground, just darker spots, and like track lines from constant vehicles going back and forth through the space. Yeah, I actually think you could. I agree, Leo. You could take this shot here and just put it at the very top. And actually, if you go here, this shot should be the nighttime shot. That would look so solid. And you could probably, if you left it at those angles, your portfolio post would be much stronger without doing much more work. You could do the nighttime one at the top, nighttime one for the thumbnail, and then the daylight one below that, and then maybe some prop breakdown, and then remove all the other images, and you'll increase the quality of that the portfolio piece just by not showing the current weaknesses. Yeah, there's some scale issues as well with the car space, like the parking spots being a little too small. But yeah, all right, last one here. Bele. This looks pretty cool. Oh, so you actually made wow, that's sick, man. Very nice. The overall of this is very, very good, and I like the material breakup and all that. Oh, wow. Uh, I think maybe some detail normal information would probably help, but this looks sick. It's pretty cool. It's really about the scale, right? Right now, it's kind of hard to tell what the scale is on this, but in the trailer, it's definitely large. But yeah, I mean, I need to move on to the next scene, but your stuff's looking pretty cool. This material is pretty nice. The mud looks like it's missing out on some like smaller micro details. Feels cool though. Very good. Thank you for sharing your portfolio. I really enjoyed this one, and this one's pretty cool as well. Changing this one with the feedback that we gave you would probably take it over the top, and I'd bring this vehicle forward more. Super cool. I agree, Smurf. Maybe a bit more, was it deposition in the mud? You mean like gunky small details? Seeping silt? Yes. Yes. I agree. All right. Let's get to the next portfolio, huh? Thank you for submitting your portfolio.